Dumbass. We do not care about you. No one does.
Paul was touching a lot of the girls, like on their thighs, touching their arms, their shoulders, all of that, to just touching a lot of girls. And everybody there was single, except for me. So at first I didn't really think that much of it until...
Over the past few weeks, PaulTooReal has become one of the most hated creators here on TikTok.
Like, I've never seen hate like this in my life.
Out of anyone, I don't know why Paul's getting so much hate. Like, he's actually one of the best influencers. His content is so good and he seems so nice.
Has gotta be the most chopped, most annoying, most stupidest fucking influencer on the goddamn planet. Jack Fitness.
At just 16 years old, PaulTooReal is making waves in the media space, not just for going viral, but for sparking serious controversy about using minors on live streams and allegedly stealing content. Before this, his videos were trending. His fan base was growing with over 1 million followers on YouTube, and everyone loved him for his unmatchable kindness. Paul, we all love you so much. You've done so much for everyone you know and even people you don't know, and you truly seem like an amazing person. But until recently, when that love suddenly turned into hatred, and Paul was in the middle of a serious backlash.
I'm so happy to say that the world is becoming a better place because people are now realizing how much of a loser Paul.
PaulTooReal has gotta be the most chopped, most annoying, most stupid influencer on the goddamn planet. Jack Fitness is more watchable than this dumbass. We do not care about you. No one does. They pity you. They fucking pity you. Get this mother off of my For You page right the out. Nobody. Just get off my page right now. I'm gonna lose my mind.
From holding minors in a compromising way, to getting caught stealing other people's content on TikTok, and even getting called out by girls for holding them in thighs.
He was like one of the only guys. There was like 3 guys. It was him, my boyfriend, and one of my boyfriend's best friends. Those are pretty much the only guys that were there. And Paul was touching a lot of the girls, like on their thighs, touching their arms, their shoulders, all of that, to just touching a lot of girls. And everybody there was single, except for me. So at first I didn't really think that much of it until he touched me. And he knew I had a boyfriend too, and my boyfriend was right there. He touched my thigh.
This is the story of Paul, popularly known as PaulTooReal. And this is exactly what happened to PaulTooReal, TikTok's most dramatic fall. One of the major reasons why many people dislike PaulTooReal is his habit of copying or stealing others' content. It's one thing to be inspired by someone else's video. It's another thing entirely to copy it word for word and act like it was your own idea. Unfortunately, Paul has been called out before for doing just that.
Many of you sent me in my DMs like the video that PaulTooReal copied for me, and obviously as a smaller creator, it's like I know like it's known that Paul does that, which isn't.
A clear example happened recently. A small creator uploaded a heartfelt original video on July 5th, 2025, which quickly gained attention for its message and emotional tone.
I got a million trillion things I'd rather fucking do than to be fucking with you. Little stupid ass, I don't give a fuck, I don't give a fuck, I don't give a fuck, bitch, I don't.
Then 4 days later, Paul posted a nearly identical video. Same format, same caption, just changed the background music without any credit to the original creator.
I got a million trillion things I'd rather fucking do than to be fucking with you. Little stupid ass, I don't give a fuck, I don't give a fuck, I don't.
Now, when you compare the two accounts, the difference in audience is huge. The original creator is a smaller TikToker trying to grow her platform, with only 944 followers at the time. Paul, on the other hand, has a massive following of over 3.3 million followers. This kind of content copying feels unfair to many viewers. What Paul is doing here isn't just about copying ideas. He's taking content from small creators who don't have the same reach or audience. He then posts it on his much larger platform, where it gets thousands of likes and comments without giving any credit at all. And to be fair, it's common on TikTok for people to recreate or remix trends, but when they do, most give credit to the original creators, especially when the ideas or words are copied directly. Not giving credit can feel like stealing, especially to smaller creators who are trying hard to be seen. What's even more frustrating is the fact that this isn't just a one-time incident. PaulTooReal has done this multiple times. In fact, he's copied a lot of content, and it's become a pattern that's hard to ignore. For example, one influencer recently posted a video with a thoughtful and emotional caption that quickly gained traction among viewers. Just days later, Paul did the usual, uploaded a nearly identical video with the same caption, same tone, and same style, but failed to give credit or tag to the original creator. And once again, the original creator had put effort and personal thought into that message, yet Paul's version got more views simply because of his large following. And that's not the only time. In another situation, a different creator posted a video with a unique concept that resonated with a lot of people. Once again, Paul followed it up with a similar post, leaving no trace of acknowledgement to the person who came up with the idea first. What makes this situation even more disturbing for many people is the fact that PaulTooReal doesn't seem to like being copied himself. In fact, he once made a post openly complaining about other people copying his content, saying that it was disrespectful and unoriginal. But here's where the irony hits. Paul, who openly criticizes people for copying him, has been repeatedly caught doing the exact same thing to smaller creators. The hypocrisy was not lost on viewers. People in the comments section were quick to call him out, pointing out that he often copies other creators' content without giving any credit. The comments read things like, "Paul, you do that too. You do this to everyone. I just see that Kirkamad's video after this. It's just probably the same. Don't you do this?" Now things only got worse from there. After posting his rant about people copying him, another creator uploaded a video featuring a creative take on military time. But despite everything he had just said, Paul went ahead and copied the same idea again, making a similar post just days later, with no credit to the original. So you see, the thing about this kind of behavior is that it frustrates a lot of people, especially smaller creators who are still trying to grow on the platform. Every post counts for them. Each view, like, or follow can help build their presence. So when someone like Paul, who already has millions of followers, takes their content and takes the credit, it feels like their hard work is being stolen. And for many viewers, it's not just unfair, it's disappointing. It shows a clear double standard. Paul doesn't want others to copy him, but he's fine with copying others when it benefits him. However, aside from copying content, what might surprise many people is the claim that PaulTooReal has also been involved in stealing accounts. According to research, Paul was once part of a shared YouTube channel that he managed alongside a small group of fellow content creators. The idea behind the collaboration was to grow the channel together and eventually use it to boost each person's individual following. But things took a turn when the channel started gaining traction. Once it reached a certain level of success, Paul allegedly locked everyone else out of the account and took complete control. According to one of the co-owners, Paul not only removed access for the others, but also changed the name of the channel multiple times. making it harder for the original group to prove they had anything to do with it in the first place. The co-owner made a post saying, "Y'all share this. Paul has kicked all of us out of the Acc again, and again, we have no access, and I don't know if we're getting it back this time." From this post, it's clear that Paul had done this before, which is interesting because he kept changing the account name to make people believe it was his own. Ew, the new username is so bad. If you're gonna hack it, at least don't make it obvious and look horrendous. What made things even more intense was the reaction from viewers. When the co-owner posted about Paul changing the name of the account, the comment section exploded. People were shocked, angry, and confused. Comments read things like, "He literally changed the username, said he was the main owner and then made an apology. Like, bro, why Paul always doing some and then denying?" Eventually, Paul responded to the allegations. But instead of addressing the issue or apologizing, he gave a vague statement in the comments section using another account. The statement read, "I am the main owner, Paul. No." When the co-owner tried everything to retrieve the account, she made a final post to clarify that it was indeed her account. The post read, "This is my account. Hey y'all, this is Mia. The Tik's account has been taken from us. Me and Autumn no longer have any access to that account. We really had nothing to do with it. It's wild. Y'all know how long it took me to gain that much subs and everything? That's crazy. This was my account." So with this, who exactly is PaulTooReal? PaulTooReal is a 17-year-old TikTok star who gained popularity in 2023 at the age of 15. His very first video on TikTok was captioned, "I will be there." It was simple, but it showed the style that would make him stand out. See, Paul had a very, very different way of making videos. Unlike most creators, he barely talks in most of his videos. He would sit in a chair, play some music, and show a short message or caption on the screen. Now, the surprising thing here is that even though the videos were simple, people connected with them. His comment sections were full of people sharing their feelings, stories in relation to what he posted. It felt like a place where people could be honest and open. Some of those comments often read, "And then you guys don't talk at all at school." No, 'cause he actually talks to me. But everything changed in 2025 when the same fans who once loved him started turning against him. Their support turned into hate. In fact, one creator went as far as posting videos where they officially declared themselves haters of Paul. One of the biggest reasons fans started turning against PaulTooReal in 2025 was because of a leaked phone call between him and some friends. In the audio, Paul could be heard using racial slurs, which included the N-word. The clip quickly spread across TikTok and other social media platforms, shocking many of his followers with comments that read, "His whole fan base is 13-year-old girls. Literally hate him. Don't we all, don't we all? He's so racist." Now, for those who may not fully understand the seriousness of what Paul said in that call, here's a simple explanation. According to Wikipedia, racial slurs are offensive words used to insult or put people down based on their race. These words often come from times when certain races were treated as less than human. In Paul's case, the N-word has deep historical roots tied to slavery, racism, and the oppression of black people. When some use the word casually within their own communities, it's still highly controversial, especially when said by someone outside of that group. Most importantly, the use of racial slurs has ended the careers of many famous creators in the past. For example, Shane Dawson, a popular YouTuber, was canceled after several racist and inappropriate videos from his past resurfaced.
The word of the day is...
Not long after the video you just saw, BBC reported that YouTube demonetized his account. Another famous example is Roseanne Barr. She lost her hit TV show after posting a racist tweet about a former advisor to President Obama.
Whoever you are, whatever you are, wherever you're coming from.
In the tweet, she compared the person to an ape, which is an extremely racist and offensive stereotype. Here's what she said. That one tweet caused her entire show to be canceled overnight.
I got something really hard to tell you, and I don't know how to start.
Well,
So when Paul was heard using a racial slur, it was like Paul was following in the same harmful footsteps as his predecessors. Because of this, some people were disappointed, angry, and hurt, while some fans argued that the voice in the call did not sound like Paul and said it might have been faked or AI generated. Others strongly believed it was real. Some comments read things like, "You cannot tell me that's AI." "Bro, are you stupid? That voice is AI. How is that AI?" "Guys, this is AI." So, as you just saw, the debate in the comments made the situation surrounding PaulTooReal even more complicated. With all the confusion and backlash, Paul did what many in his position would do. He posted an apology and an explanation video. In the video, he told fans that the leaked audio clip was fake and had been edited to make him look bad. He claimed it wasn't his voice and suggested it might have been AI generated.
Hi guys. So there's recently been a video going around the internet and it looks like me, but it's not. And they used the use of AI to try to frame me. Just wanted to share my experience with this because I know it happens to a lot of other influencers, and I just wanted to let you guys know that this can be happening to all of your favorite creators or people that you don't even like. And we just have to be more aware of it as technology gets more enhanced. And a lot of people are in the comments saying, as much as I hate Paul, this stuff is AI. Someone said this. Someone said, don't even mess with bro, but that's obviously AI gang. I just want to let you know that from my heart, I would never say something like that. And if you guys know me and the type of content I post, I uplift people and I would never hate on someone or say any words to discriminate anyone. And I've been getting a lot of hate recently, and I try to say that I don't care, but I honestly do care. But, you know, I'm still gonna keep posting. Like, if you don't like me, then you can block me, but I'm still gonna post. The only thing that I really don't like is people framing me just because they don't like the type of content I post for something that I would never do. People have been in my comments and I've had to filter words out, like the N-word, stuff like that, just because I didn't want to bring attention to it because I know that I never said it, but it has gotten out of hand and I need to speak on it. I personally try not to cuss any bad words just because I am Christian and I obviously have my struggles and everything like that, but I would never want to say something like that, especially if it would hurt someone else. Just next time that someone gets accused without actual hard proof, just know that there are things like that that can happen, and before you start hating on someone or anything like that, just make sure to check if it's AI or not. Bye guys, I love you guys all so much, even the haters. Thanks for boosting my views.
However, even with the apology, Paul struggled to win back the trust of his audience. The first sign that his video wasn't convincing enough came in the form of a harsh comment from a group of fans who roasted him directly under the post. Their comments read, "Paul, we know it's real. Gang, we know it's you. It was you. We all know it was you." In an attempt to defend himself, Paul replied directly to one of the comments. His response was meant to clear things up. "Just because you don't like me doesn't mean you should cancel me for something that never happened." But things took an even worse turn when other TikTok creators began calling Paul out. One creator posted a video directly challenging Paul's explanation. According to her caption, it shows that none of what Paul said in his video made sense.
Hi, my name is Gucci Man, I'm addicted to everything. And that bitch is fast, cars, weed, that promote the same. Hi, my name is Gucci Man,
From there, another creator took things a step further. In a strongly worded video, he argued that Paul should have simply admitted what he said instead of making excuses and blaming AI.
So PaulTooReal said the N-word on a freaking call and someone recorded it. And honestly, bro, I'm not even mad that he said the word, honestly. And I'm not black, like I know I can't really be speaking for the black communication, but like, I feel like so many people, like decently famous people have said the N-word. Like, it's like kind of stupid just to go against somebody just for saying it, because it doesn't really like end up with anything. Like, just because he said it, I guess. Like, Sam Zia has said it, Clav has said it, but like they're not like canceled. Like, you know, they're still on a pretty good fan base. So like, even if you do, like, I feel like that's not the point. My point is the way he reacted after the video got posted. Someone posted a video of him saying it. The what he said is what's really funny. This guy comments under the video, "This is AI." Oh my god, bro. It would have been less embarrassing if he just owned up to it. He's like, "Oh yeah, I guess I said it. I feel like that's more respectable. It's a more respectable way to go. Like, cause like, he's not gaining any fans in the near future, right? So if he just said it, like, he has 3.3 million followers on TikTok. Like, nothing's gonna happen to him, right? He's still gonna be making his money. But damn, he said it was AI. It immediately got disproven. I didn't think like someone would use that as like a real way to defend themselves. Shit, Guess we're living a new future now, huh? So you guys, let me know what you think of this whole situation. Niche coming out, niche community rise up, subsidies.
To make matters worse, yet another creator carefully analyzed the leaked audio. They compared the voice using CapCut to filter his voice.
Bro, can you stop ringing my phone like, oh my god, you dumbass nigga?
The comments on that video were full of support, with many users thanking the creator for exposing the truth and saying things like, no, cause how is that AI? Yeah, that's clearly real. So with everything going on, it's still not entirely clear what the full truth is. But one thing is certain, PaulTooReal's reputation took a major hit, and it did not just stop at the AI controversy. Another clear reason people dislike Paul is because of how he handles his relationships. You see, Paul has developed a reputation for constantly switching romantic interests, as if he's changing clothes. At one moment, you'll see him posting sweet videos and expressing deep affection for Gigi Wonder, and shortly after, he shifts his attention to someone else, like Ryan Roy in the same interview.
Have you ever had a crush on someone you've collabed with, name drop them, or eat another one?
I don't know about, I guess having a crush, but I thought Gigi, she's really pretty.
Yeah.
But I'm not really sure, because again, it's long distance, so it's really hard, if we were ever to do something, or start a relationship.
Yeah.
But I definitely thought Gigi was cute, and Ryan.
Right.
And they both are very genuine people, and they have very good personalities. So yeah, I guess those are the two people.
Okay, that's it? The only two that you can think of?
I think so, yeah.
Are you dating anybody currently?
No.
No.
Mm-mm.
Are you in a talking stage right
Mm-mm.
now?
Mm-mm.
Situationship? Nothing. You're open to love?
Yep.
You're open to
Open to
finding
love,
it?
yep.
Maybe people should start giving you suggestions. Instead of shipping you.
Maybe you guys,
who
ship me
do
with people.
Who do we
Who
want to
we
ship
ship?
him with?
I don't know.
Okay, that was bad. Or was it fine? You might like it now.
Yeah, it's good now. It's not that bad.
Yeah.
Then just when people think he's settled, Paul becomes completely fixated on another creator. His obsession with her went on for quite some time. In one video, he even posted a clip of the two of them dancing together, adding a heartfelt caption, "Wish you were here with me." But Paul didn't stop there. He made another video claiming they looked alike, trying to create a kind of soulmate narrative between them. Many of his fans started shipping the two of them, assuming they were dating because of how often Paul posted about her. Their comments would often read, "That means soulmates. Twins? Wait, it is kind of weird that you guys look so alike." However, it later became clear that PaulTooReal and Embray were never actually in a relationship. In fact, during the entire time Paul was posting about her and creating content that suggested romantic interest, Embray was already in a relationship with a guy named Caesar. What makes this even more shocking is that Caesar wasn't just a random person. He was widely known to be one of Paul's closest friends.
Looking at a legend in the flesh, fresh about the kitchen to the check, blew a quarter key on the set.
Despite this, Paul continued to post suggestive videos with Embray, even creating content that made it seem like he was shipping himself with her, his best friend's girlfriend at the time. That post was later deleted, but another creator reposted it, and the comments that followed were filled with people calling Paul out for being disrespectful and crossing a line. Their comments read, "OMG, who's telling Cesar? My pinned vid. The first one is Rayanne and the second is Embray. That's exactly what I said." Eventually, Embray and Cesar broke up due to long distance, as confirmed in a later post. But instead of Paul taking a chance to pursue something real or respectful, his attention seemed to shift almost instantly. Paul started following Presley, another creator, not long after Embray broke up with Cesar.
I'm at the buy some dentures, make the whole eat me for dinner.
Now, with Presley, it was a completely different ballgame. This time, their relationship seemed more serious and emotionally deep. Paul began posting content that gave the impression he was truly in love. One post featured a picture with a caption that made it clear he was emotionally invested. Then another followed where he said he was broken. And shortly after, he posted an image implying, "She fixed me." These posts created the vibe of a real emotionally connected couple. It started to feel like they were doing all the usual couple things online. Videos of the two of them began appearing more often, from dancing together in the famous accident trend
Looking at a legend in the flesh. Fresh about the kitchen to the check. Blew a quarter key on the set.
to a fun and flirty video they titled Top Face.
God damn.
They seemed to have chemistry, and many fans assumed Presley might be the one for Paul, with comments that said things like, "That was so good for something accidental. By the way, you both look amazing. Okay, 8, I love this duo." But suddenly Presley disappeared from Paul's page. No more couple content, no more matching videos, and no explanation. It was as if their relationship ended overnight. Then out of nowhere, Paul posted a video that raised a lot of eyebrows. In the video, Paul was trying to pass a message that he's free to date 2012 girls. Even though the video might have seemed like a joke, the comment section reacted strongly. Some girls who said they were born in 2012 were commenting under the video. Others warned him, saying things like he could get into serious trouble. The comments read, "Paul too close to jail. Age is just a number? Yeah, so is 911. I'm a 2012. Paul, no." Paul has summoned the 2012 gang. And let's be reminded, a girl born in 2012 is just 13 years old, which means she's still a minor. So even though Paul's video about dating 2012 girls might have just looked like a joke to some, it's actually quite serious. However, what makes it more disturbing is what followed afterward. Shortly after posting that video, Paul was seen in multiple clips holding girls by the waist in a way that made many people uncomfortable. In one video, he's seen holding a girl from behind during a dance. And in another clip, he's dancing closely and touching a girl suggestively. So as you just saw, he didn't just make the statement, he followed through with actions that raised serious concerns. And things became even more alarming when you looked at the comments under these videos. People weren't laughing. Many were calling him out, questioning the placement of his hands and his true intentions. Their comments read, Paul, can we talk about that hand placement? Hold it. Paul, what's that hand placement? Paul, where was your hand? You guys are just friends. From now, it's very clear that the backlash Paul is facing has nothing to do with jealousy over his popularity or his millions of followers. It's not about clout, it's about behavior. The criticism comes from the disturbing patterns people have noticed, especially when it comes to how he interacts with young girls. What many viewers find most troubling is that instead of learning from past mistakes or addressing concerns seriously, Paul seems to keep crossing boundaries, often brushing it off like it's all part of his content. And sadly, this isn't where it ends. As we go deeper, the situation takes an even more serious turn, because beyond the questionable posts and behavior, Paul's name has also been linked to accusations of fraud. This is the part that has opened up a whole new chapter of controversy that goes far beyond the social media drama. To understand the controversy surrounding PaulTooReal and accusations of manipulating people for money, we need to rewind to December 2024 when everything began. At that time, Paul made a very emotional video where he opened up about his father being in the hospital, reportedly battling cancer. In the video, Paul explained how his family was struggling financially and how his parents couldn't afford to get much for the holidays, only a pair of socks. The video was heartbreaking and seemed genuine.
Okay, Christmas all 2024, except I wasn't really expecting anything because my dad has been going through surgery for cancer and my mom has been with him in LA, so like they've been so busy, so I didn't really get that much stuff, but I just wanted to let you guys know beforehand because I know it's not a lot, but I'm so grateful. Okay, so starting off, I got 26 pairs of Nike socks because I literally lost all of my Nike socks, and I'm so grateful that they got me this because this is literally what I asked for. So I got 4 of these, so yeah. And that was literally the only thing I was expecting, and I'm so grateful because I didn't think I was gonna be getting anything. And then I got these chocolates, which are literally my favorite. My mom got me these. They're literally so good. And then they got me a Jamba Juice gift card, for $25. And then this isn't a present, but yesterday my mom and I went to Tilly's and I got this stuff for myself. I got this shirt. I got this Nike crew neck. I got these baggy Dickies pants. And then I got these blue Nike sweatpants, but like they're not cuffed at the end, they're just like that. And then I got this Los Angeles, California t-shirt, and it's like embroidered. Okay, that's it, and I know it's not a lot. I'm just like extremely grateful that like they even got me stuff like with all they're going through. So I really like can't explain how happy I am, and like I know there's so many other crazy hauls out there, but I'm like really extremely grateful, and yeah.
Now, let's be clear. Nothing Paul said in that video has been proven false. His father was indeed sick and the situation appeared serious, but the real problem came with what happened afterward. Moved by sympathy and compassion, viewers began showing support, not just with kind words, but also with money. People started donating to Paul, trusting that their contributions would go toward helping his family through the crisis. Some donated a few dollars, others more. Their intentions were pure. $9.99, praying for your dad, Paul. $2.99, thanks. $2, praying for your dad, Paul. $4.99, I hope your dad feels better. $2, I feel you. My grandmother is dying from breast cancer. Update, my grandmother passed away in February. $2, praying for you guys. $1.99, sorry I couldn't give much, but I hope it helps. $4.99, I love Nike socks, LOL. Pray for you. So with these donations pouring in, people naturally assumed Paul would use the money to support his dad's hospital treatment or help his struggling family in some way. But instead, what followed shocked many of his supporters. Instead of updates from the hospital or posts about his father's recovery, Paul started sharing videos of himself buying expensive things, going on outings and living comfortably. One clip showed Paul casually showing off new purchases, items that clearly didn't look like medical expenses.
So I did something. I need to stop making midnight purchases. But anyways, I got an iPad Air with 1 terabyte, I think. It's actually very light. Ready for the ASMR? Woo! Oh, this is huge. Then I got an Apple Pencil Pro because you need an Apple Pencil if you're gonna have an iPad. I put PaulTooReal on it. And this also says it. I thought that you had to plug these in, but I guess it's just like always like on. Or, I don't know. Turning it on. Ooh. You guys can officially call me an iPad kid. This might have to be one of the most satisfying parts of getting a new device, just setting it up. I just wanted to thank you guys for letting me buy this, and I promise my next impulse buy won't be as bad or expensive.
In another video, he appeared to be more focused on his gym routine and lifestyle than on his family's reported situation. He was seen flaunting a brand new iPhone, looking unbothered and well off, despite claiming financial hardship just weeks earlier. He even went as far as getting a whole Tesla car.
The Porsche engineers knew exactly what their objective was, to make the new 911 GT2 RS the most powerful Porsche for the road.
Eventually, another creator stepped in and called Paul out directly, pointing out that he was flashing cash while his father was still reportedly in the hospital. The post drew widespread attention and opened up deeper discussions in the comments section about trust, accountability, and influencer responsibility. Now, fast forward to 2025, and Paul once again made a public appeal for financial help, this time saying he needed money for college. In the video, he appeared to ask for a little sum of $1, hoping his followers would support him during this next phase of his life. But unlike the emotional response he received during his father's hospital crisis, this time the reaction was very different. Instead of viewers rushing to donate, the comments section quickly turned into a wall of reminders, people bringing up his past behavior and the way he spent the money from the earlier donations. Some of the comments included viewers saying things like, "Aren't you like rich? You're a TikToker." Dog, you have millions of followers and own a Tesla at 17, I think you'll be fine. Maybe sell the Tesla. Dog, you should be giving 20,000 of us $1. Here it's clear that people weren't falling for Paul's plea this time because once bitten, twice shy. After the incident with the donations meant for his dad's cancer treatment, many felt misled and used. So when Paul returned asking for money for college, the trust was already gone. His past actions spoke louder than any new video could, and the public wasn't ready to give him a second chance that easily. Now, what we're about to discuss is the most recent incident that has made people hate PaulTooReal, and this is specifically about what happened at his party. It all started when Paul hit 1 million subscribers on YouTube. He was excited and decided to throw a party to celebrate the win. The party hosted lots of Paul's close friends, including Presley and Aura, who were seen dancing and having a great time. But the real issue started when a video surfaced showing Paul acting like he was drunk. Shortly after, someone asked in the comments, "Paul, are you drunk?" And instead of denying it, Paul just laughed it off. That only escalated the whole issue. People online began trolling him for leaving his own party. But what many didn't realize was that Paul didn't actually leave. He had just stepped into the VIP section of the venue. However, things took a more serious turn when someone named Sky commented that she was drinking at Paul's party. According to her, she said, "I don't care to admit it, there was drinking involved, and I was indeed drinking during that. Not an excuse, but it happened, so I don't care." This is where the real tension began, because according to multiple sources, there were a lot of minors at that party. If alcohol were truly being served around underage guests, that could be considered illegal and highly irresponsible. But later on, Paul responded with a video trying to clear the air. He said he had no idea what went on and pointed out that Sky was only speaking for herself.
Hi guys, so I'm just coming on here to address something that's very serious that happened the weekend of my party. This event was not specifically tied into my party at all. It just happened the same weekend of my party. I wasn't even planning on addressing this because it's honestly not really my business. But because you guys keep commenting asking me to explain my side of the story, then that's what I'm doing. An individual was invited to my party and I was not aware of the type of behavior that she engaged in. After the party, things came to light that I was unaware of. I feel sorry for anyone who is affected by this person's actions. I hope that everyone in this situation gets the support that they need and that she can get the support that she needs to heal. I was not aware of the situation at all when I invited this person to my party. What happened was very separate from my party. It just happened on the same weekend. My party had no alcoholic drinks because when me and my mom were talking about it, we were like, it would be weird to be having alcohol at the same party that's meant for minors. We just had a lot of fun, and I'm thankful for everyone who attended and everyone who was watching along online. I hope that clears everything up. I love you guys.
From everything so far, you see that the hate surrounding PaulTooReal is not just about one single mistake. It's the result of a long list of actions that have disappointed and angered many of his followers, from using racial slurs, stealing content without giving credit, disrespecting boundaries in relationships, and even being linked to minors in disturbing ways. Paul's behavior has raised serious concerns. On top of that, the donation scandal, where fans gave money to support his father's cancer battle, only to later see Paul flaunting luxury items, broke the trust of many who once supported him out of love and compassion. His constant contradictions, preaching faith while partying, calling out others for copying while doing the same, claiming to care for fans while taking advantage of them, have made it hard for people to see him as genuine. The final blow for many was how he handled fame. Instead of using his platform responsibly, Paul let it become a tool for manipulation, selfish gain, and dishonest behavior. At this point, it's not just about being a controversial creator. It's about being someone whose actions continue to hurt others. Fame might have given him a platform, but it also brought the spotlight that exposed his faults. The hate isn't because people are jealous, it's because they feel betrayed by someone they once admired. And until Paul takes real accountability, not just videos or words, but real change, many will continue to turn their backs on him. So what do you think about all the hate surrounding PaulTooReal? Is it truly deserved or just blown out of proportion? Let us know your thoughts down in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe to Arch Media and check out our next video on your screen. You won't want to miss it.